Hey everyone, I think I just discovered something. I've seen people use this method for years, but no one really talks about it a lot. This method works in a lot of places, not just one event. You can apply this method to all of the WCA events. Obviously, a new method takes risks, and with this method especially, you are using a lot of risks, so keep that in mind. But anyway, let's begin. So the way I remember this method is to break it up into 5 parts, which will later on create a 5-letter word. This will make more sense towards the end of the video. So the first part is C. See the cube. And this should be pretty obvious. We see the cube all the time in inspection. But the best way to see the cube is to see the cube when you're not supposed to. There's a lot of ways to do this, but the most effective way is to cut a hole in the cube cover, or brainwash the judge by using Neuralink. But talking about the judge brings me to the next step. H. The judge's H, or the judge's age. And we don't just consider the age of the judge, we consider many other factors as well. The only way this method will work is if your judge has basic intelligence. They should have basic knowledge and know about recent historical events. For example, they should be aware that La La Land won Best Picture at the Oscars in 2017. And if your judge knows that absolutely nothing happened on June 4th, 1989 in Tiananmen Square, then this method will probably work. If your judge thinks that all of these things are true, then you're on the right track for the next step, E, which stands for eyes. Replace your scrambled cube with a solved cube when the judge's eyes are away from the puzzle. The best part about this method is that you can do it in multiple ways, though some are more creative than others. But my personal favorite is balancing a Rubik's Cube on the top of your head, and then once you start your solve, you can simply just tilt your head down, and now you have a solved puzzle. Once you've successfully completed that step, it's now time for step A. A, as in the sound your vocal cords make whenever you celebrate. You need to celebrate to reflect on this amazing time that you had, but you can't celebrate too much to where you're distracting other competitors in the waiting area. Or even worse, the delegate. My personal favorite celebration is this classic one from Lionel Messi, or the celebration I created myself the night before the competition. Some of your celebrations can even involve the judge. Yo, I know it says 306 on here, but if you write 206 on that scorecard, I'll give you $300. What do you mean this is just $3? Hasn't George Washington always been on the $100 bill? If that all goes to plan, it's finally time to move on to step T. Data entry. I'm funny, I promise. Once you've completed your average, go and walk up to the data entry table and get to know them a little more. Offer them favors such as, hey, can I buy you a coffee? Start a conversation with them. Have you seen Morbius yet? I've heard it's really good. Or, hey, have you seen Madam Web yet? I've also heard it's really good. After a while, you'll make great friends, and you'll be in touch long after the competition ends. Once the competition is over, don't forget to check up on them. Give them a call.
I know where you live, Kyle, and I swear to God, if you ever tell Zach about what I did, I will do things to you you don't even want to know. You're gonna pay the price, mother.
They might not respond to your call, but you know, sometimes disappointment engulfs the best of us. But no matter what you do, never,
and I mean never, ever, let them double check the scorecards.
Once you've got that business out of the way, you're finally done. Let's review all of the steps. First, we see the cube, while evaluating the judge's H. Once that's done, we can swap our puzzle out once the judge's eyes are away from the solve. Then afterwards, we celebrate. Hey! And then we make sure data entry never ever notices. If you've completed all of these steps, congratulations, you've successfully cheated. You've joined a small yet powerful community of cubers that appear in the nightmares of all of the members of the WCA disciplinary committee. To be completely honest, I don't use this method, and I don't think you really should either. But I know a lot of people won't listen to me. But you know what isn't cheating? Using my discount code CARTER for 5% off your order at checkout at thecubicle.com. They have a ton of sales going on all of the time. So yeah, I hope all this information was useful. Hit the like button, subscribe, and don't cheat.